Looking back at too many photos, I just have too many photos of Charlie. It really is incredible to see how many times he's just right behind my back. Charlie always had my back, and I always had his. Charlie was right by my side when I started Blexit, obviously. He was also there the night that I met my husband, which was absolutely an incredible night. And in the UK, which I didn't expect to happen. I gotta tell you, initially, Charlie, ever the analytical mind, what I told him, I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna marry this guy. First, he's like, wait, like, is this gonna be good for your brand? I'm like, Charlie, this is love. This is not a brand decision. There's a lot of pressure, and it's hard for me to watch the people who were pressuring him, I don't know, just say the things that they're saying. You know, there's something about it that just feels really fake to me. And they would have allowed him to lose and wanted him to lose everything for changing or even slightly modifying an opinion. And then to see them doing what they're doing today, it's hurtful to me. It's very hurtful to me. But I don't want today to be about anything other than you guys knowing that Charlie really was an amazing person. You know, he was like, we were really close. And he was my best friend and my brother. And I will never unsee the footage of what I saw, the violence of it. I pray for the people who took any pleasure in that. There's not a single person in the world that I would wish that on.
You know, look, sometimes we have racist feelings. Racist feelings like, I want to live in a white neighborhood. Mm-hmm. I don't want to live in a black neighborhood. If they're all like you, obviously it'd be a different story. But when we think of a black neighborhood.
When he says, if they were all like you, it'd be a different story. By like Candace Owens, do you mean like they hate black people and they marry white people and then they pretend to just be like duplicates of white people in blackface? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Interesting.
I mean, you criticize black people too, like trying to.
I do criticize black people, Toby, but you know what I don't do?
What?
I don't come on as a mouthpiece for white supremacists who hate black people. And then number two, Toby, I do not criticize black people without also lifting them up. So I might chastise with one hand and lift up with the other hand. But what I don't do the work of the devil, Toby. I don't shed my own culture in favor of the culture of another people. There's nothing wrong with Christianity if you're a white Christian. There's nothing wrong with speaking great English if you're an Englishman. There's nothing wrong with any of the things I pointed out if you're Charlie Kirk. But if you're a black person who's from Nigeria, knows not the language of the Yoruba, knows not the history, not the religion, it would seem as though you're just another lost nigga. They've taken everything from you and you let them. Do you not think that there's a good number of white folks, Charlie Kirk fans, that look at you as little more than an incompetent, violent ape?
No, I wouldn't say majority.
You see, the challenge, the reason that you're blind is because when you're around, they don't say it. They wait till you leave. That's why you're a little bit deluded. You see, you think that you're the same. You think that you're one of them. The British who colonized all of the colored peoples, including your people, you think now they think that you, the colonial subject, is equal to them? You believe that?
As I said, some people don't, some do.
Yes, but we're talking about Charlie Kirk and his supporters. You see consistently he spoke ill of blacks like you, right?
Candace Owens, he's debated multiple times with her. They went tour to college campuses and debate. You don't think he'd see her as an equal?
Wow, you're very hopeful. But ignorance and stupidity is evil. Just as dangerous as an Adolf Hitler or a Charlie Kirk, you are as dangerous, but probably worse because you look like us, but you are not on our team.
You know, I used to hate Candace Owens. Well, I guess hate is strong. I just disliked it, Candace Owens, when I first found out about her. She did come off like a buck dancing, you know, coon driven type of person to me. So, and as me, I'm one of them people I always like to just, you know, look at the opposite side, really see and try to be as balanced, as logical as possible. So even if I don't like somebody, I still might check out their content, might look into things a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure I'm not tripping. That's just who I am as a person. But yeah, I wind up checking out her content, heard some of her talking points, and I wind up like, okay, she cool. She was always on a cool meter. I'm like, okay, she cool. didn't mind her, you know what I'm saying, was checking out more of her content. Then I kind of like, you know, fell off from like watching her and stuff like that. She just kind of drifted off into the distance. But anytime I would see her pop up, I would always be like, oh no, she seemed like a cool person, you know what I'm saying? So I'll listen to what she got to say. Fast forward, you know, out of the randomness and with all this, you know, Mr. Kirk getting put into the afterlife. I just was like, I did not know they was that good of friends. So obviously I wouldn't, you know, because I never, once again, I've watched her stuff for like a period of time, probably about a half a year back, when I just stopped watching her pretty much completely. Like I said, I see some of her shorts or something like that pop up in random stuff, and it's just like, but yeah, seeing all of this come to full fruition around, you know, old boy getting shot up or whatever the case may be. How do I personally feel about him? Once again, he's somebody else that just popped out of nowhere for me. I never followed deep politics like that. Like if I seen something political, usually if it ain't got nothing to do with black people in general, I don't really follow politics. And what I mean by that is like if they ain't talking about either A, you know, helping us, or B, trying to destroy us, then I really don't really follow it, because in my head, you know, I just pretty much stay in my lane only when it comes to politics. And I don't never really go on one side. I shouldn't even say really. I never do go on one side, because I feel like, long story short, Democrat, Republican, it's the same shit to me. They got different views. I understand all of that. But what I mean by like, they honestly, there's no real way to pick 100% on either side and be like, hey, this is just, you know, the best way. So I never, you know, never voted, nothing like that. I don't believe in all that other stuff, but I'll get into that a whole nother time. But I will probably come off closer on a quote-unquote conservative side, based off of, from what I understand, what a lot of my views is, but not really. But I got some like, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty much balanced. Like I like some of the shit that I guess Democratic people really feel, and then I just love some of the shit that I was gonna say like, but love some of the shit that really, you know, some of the conservatives feel. To me, as long as it ain't hurt nobody, you ain't fucking with nobody, just do you and mind your business. But yeah, going back into this, what do I really feel about this situation? Honestly, it's because I've been seeing the TikToks and the shorts that's been going on about how people been losing jobs, talking down on him, and all this kind of shit. Oh, you disrespect Mr. Kirk, yeah. Hey, we need to get him fired, and all that kind of shit. It's just like, I gotta keep it all the way 1,000. That's some bullshit. Some bullshit I wouldn't give two fucks about. To me, I'm neutral in the situation. Like, I'm not one of them people, from what I understand, dude didn't, you know, like I said, I seen a couple clips, a couple things of him talking down on, you know, black people and shit like that, and I was just like, oh, okay. That's how I am with anybody that talk down on black people. It's not just a him thing, it's anybody. Even a lot of black people that do not like black people, and that's my biggest, like, target right there. It's like, it's mostly gonna be other black people that do not like black people. Let me clean that up. It's not that they don't like them. They just talk shit about them and act like we are the only ones doing this BS, or we're the only ones doing crime and all of this shit. You already know the typical list that they always like to put with us, which I always say this, they don't never put that on any other group. No other group goes through all this apologetic ass shit about, please don't put us all in one boat. We're not all bad people. You never see that with no other race, bro. No other race can do some, like, see somebody do something bad, stab, kill, shoot, whatever the fucking case may be, and they just all like, well, we're not all bad. I never seen an Asian ever in my whole entire goddamn existence be like some, hey, just because this Asian dude over here fucking, you know, sexually assaulted or killed somebody or stole something, that now it's an Asian thing. Because I get it, they're not portrayed that way in the media. But let me get back on track to what I'm saying, because I know I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. See, this is why we want to go deeper into all that shit. So long story short, we probably talk about that in another video, but this is where a lot of my views come from what I'm about to say right now. I'm neutral on it. I don't care that he got smoked, man. It's simple as that. I just do not care. It's what's like Steve Austin said, it's the bottom line. I just simply don't care. I didn't wish death on him. I don't care if he was a Klan member. I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, I hope this dude gets sniped in the neck. I wouldn't even say no shit like that. In my head, it's like, hey, if he get took out, he get took out. He don't, guess he live his old life, or live his life till he old and call it a day. It don't affect me none. Like, you can say what you want. You cannot like black people. Like I said, I encourage people to be upfront about what they like and don't like. That's what I do like. I like about, if you're gonna be a racist, man, just be open racist. And how the way I am, I just steer clear from you. Don't fuck with you. Ain't gonna support your shit. That's how I see it. As long as I ain't supporting you, I'm gold. Now when you get to putting your hands on motherfuckers and you get to trying to baller block, pocket watch, you know, all police brutality because you got a little power in that dynamic, so you trying to do extra shit to like fuck people up, damn, we got a problem. Now I got some dog in the fight or say so in the fight. But as long as you just over there doing this and you can talk about black on black crime rates being through the fucking roof and 13%, all this kind of shit, I wouldn't give a fuck, bro. It's like, it's typical at this point. And if you somebody that support him, I'll just be like, I don't fuck with you and just keep going about my business. I'm never going to be sitting here losing sleep hoping the motherfucker gets shot because he don't like black people. You don't like us? Hey, good for you, bro. Just stay the fuck out of our business. Stay the fuck away from us and stay the fuck away from our women. Simple as that. That's how I feel about it. It's just how I feel about it, and you will never hear me say nothing. So, but yeah, man, that's all I got to say on that pretty much, man. I didn't want this to drag out too long because I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on with it. I feel like I could have deep dove into a lot of other stuff I wanted to say, but like I said, I'm going to say that for another video. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm neutral. Didn't care if he lived, didn't care if he well, he gone now, but if he was still here, I wouldn't have cared. It would have been the same result. Like, motherfucker asked me, hey, what you think about dude saying all this? Oh, he saying all that? He over there, he talking to crowds full of his people? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Even I don't care what people he was talking to. It could have been anybody, because it's a lot of us that would have been on his side and would have been saying a lot of shit that he's saying about us. So I don't never try to make it like, oh, it's only white people that, no, it's a lot of us that be on that side and be Candace Owens. And I guess I'm neutral on Candace right now. Like, I was between this, don't care for her, don't like her, don't care for her, like her, and then just stop watching her. So at the end of the day, I'm still neutral on her. Like, that was her best friend from what I done seen. I done checked out her recent shit, so it's just like, okay, damn, I didn't know y'all was rocking like that, but okay. You know, gotta let motherfuckers do what they gonna do, man. That's how I see it. So other than that, it's Red Drakey Drake, man. I'm out of 330, always still over here trying to keep my mind out of the matrix, trying to stay away from doing the systematic bullshit. And a lot of people might try to, you know, might say certain things towards me, because not towards me, but like my views, because a lot of things I say that I've been breaking down so far on this channel is just mainly about balance. But I feel like it's just a certain way you go about shit that you should always just try to think past just the regular schmeckler ass shit or what the system wants you to think. That's how I come at it from every angle. So we all got our stance on shit, and that's all I'm gonna say. Once again, it's Red Drakey Drake. I'm out 330, man. And yeah, y'all have a good day or a good night. And if you're enjoying the content, you know what to do.
You see, the challenge, the reason that you're blind is because when you're around, they don't say it. They wait till you leave. That's why you're a little bit deluded.